Hi guys, so welcome back once again on my channel. So in this video we'll continue. I'll be showing you guys how to sew this transparent corset. So this is the pattern. If you watch my previous video, this is the pattern from my previous video on how to draft a dartless corset with a deep bra cup. So we drafted this bra cup separately on another sheet of paper. The videos are on my channel. So here I'll be using this organza. So this is organza. You can use your corset mesh, but I have organza. I was not able to lay my hands on the corset mesh, so I'm using organza. So I'm going to be doubling it, so each piece will be doubled. You can go ahead and triple it to make it more firm. So but in my case I doubled it, so I'll just go ahead and cut out all my patterns. Okay, so you can see I'm done cutting out everything. So this is my Ligерine boning, which is the sewable boning I'll be using. So these are my bra cup. I dismantled them, then I used them to cut. So I'll be using the pattern to label the ones I've already cut out on the fabric. You can see I went ahead to put gum A-stay. I used my iron to iron the A-stay on it. So you can see these are my patterns. You can see I added allowances, half inch of allowance all around. So this is the upper part. I'm still trying to make sure everything is in order. Remember to always label your patterns. If not, you are going to be confused at the end of the day. So here I'll just go straight to my sewing machine and we'll get started. So remember, this is a dartless corset. You can see I doubled all my, so this bra cup, you are going to cut it in 3 sets, 3 pairs. So here is the back. I want to cut out a stripe for the eyelet, plackers. So that's what I measured. Just go ahead and measure the length of your back. Then you can add extra inches for folding the upper side and the lower side. Okay, so that is it. You can see I'm done cutting it out. So this is the outcome here. So at the end of the day I folded, I have about 2 inches, but later on I went ahead to reduce it. You can see I have about half an inch of my Ligерine boning, so it's half an inch. So these are my stripe. I cut out this stripe on fold, so I have about 2.5 inches on fold. So this is what you are going to be doing. This is how to wrap or cover up your Ligерine boning with a fabric. So you can see the way I did it. We're going to demonstrate all this on my sewing machine. So here on my sewing machine, you can see now, just go ahead and join all my bra cup pieces together. So I'll be using I'll be doing a boss caging on this particular bra cup. I will not be using I won't be inserting any bra cup. You can use, so after using boning caging, boss caging, you can go ahead and insert your bra cup, but I did not insert my ready-made bra cup or custom made bra cup. So these are just the fabric. You can see I'm done with this. So like this, you're going to cut it like 3 sets, like 3 pairs. One for the main fabric, the other one for which you're going to use as the boss caging, then the other one for the lining to cover it up. So this is what I have. You can see I'm done joining them. So this is it. Go ahead and iron every bit of it. Make sure you iron it properly. So after ironing, I'll just set this aside, then we'll go ahead and work on the other ones. So you can see this is it. So I'm going to be using one of these for my boss caging. So for us to do the boss caging, we are going to mark. So you're going to mark all round. You're going to mark how you are going to cage your bra cup. So from here, I'll just go ahead and mark half inch or 1 inch, half inch all round, or you can use 0.75 all round. Okay, just mark it all round. Mark it all round. So you can see what I'm doing. I just pick one of the bra cup like I said earlier. I will just use it and mark all around. You can see. So after marking it round like so, the next thing is to go ahead and mark out our where the lines where we are going to be inserting our we are going to be doing the bust caging. So just go ahead and mark. You can make it even, or you can see the way I've marked it. So you can see I just mark it 1 inch vertical and horizontal, because we're going to be crossing all these lines. We'll go ahead and cross all these lines, okay, leaving the 1/2 inch all around. We're not going to exceed that part. So first of all, so after marking it, the next thing now is to do what? Bring our boning. We're going to introduce our boning like so. So you first of all put it just anyhow you want. Okay, I'll first of all start from the upper part. I'll start from the upper part, but don't let it exceed the 1/2 inch you marked on all the edges. Okay, so you can see when I get here, I'll cut it out. Then I'll start the other parts. So guys, so this is how all the lines I marked. I'll first of all, you can first of all go in with horizontal markings, then later on you use your vertical lines to cross them, or you can do the vertical one, then use the horizontal lines to cover it up and finish up your sewing. I hope you can understand what I'm trying to do in this video. So you can see our bust caging is forming. You can see the way I'm done. You can see the way I've crossed it. So this is how it look like. So after the bust caging, this is what you are going to have. You can do bust caging in on any bustier of your choice, any bustier at all, over, whether it's over bust, bustier, or this corset one. You can see our bust caging. You can see the way it is. So now this is the second one. I'm done with it. So this is what you have. At this junction, you can decide to add another brazier cap, or you can just decide not to. So this is it. You can see. So this one will serve as the main fabric. You're going to place it like so. You can see now it has covered all the rough sewings on the other bra cup where we did the bust cage. You can see it has secured it. That's the essence of cutting out 3. So the other one now will serve as the lining. You can see you're going to use this one to cover it up. This is how it's going to look like. So you need 3 of these whenever you are doing bust caging. So but if you are not using bust caging, maybe you're just going to insert your brazier cap, all you need is 2. So after that, now the next thing is to work on the main bodies. Okay, so you can see, so I'm going to first of all wrap my boning, my ligering or sewable boning. So you can see the lines. So I went ahead to duplicate all the lines I had on my pattern paper, all the style lines here. You can see the way I styled it on my pattern paper. That's the same way I'm going to transfer them on my fabric. Okay, just like that. Then after that, the next thing is for us to cover our bone. You can see on the folded parts, the rough edges, you're going to place your boning and sew it all the way down, not the folded end, but the rough side. That rough, this is into 2. You cut a piece of fabric. If you are using a satin, I was not able to lay my hands on my satin, so I decided to use my organza for it. So I folded 2.5 inches, is 2.5 into 2. Then from that rough edge, that is where I sew all around. Then I'm going to cover it like so. You can see me doing in the video. You can see I want to repeat it again. So after sewing it on that rough edge, you're going to fold it to secure or to cover it, so that the more you fold, the more you are going to cover all the rough edge as well as the color of the boning, so it will not be visible anymore. So if you are using this, will be more easier if you are using a satin or any plain fabric of your choice or any material. But at the end of the day, I was able to achieve the same result because I made about three folds, which was able to cover the white color of my boning. Okay, I hope this is clear. So this, you can see how it was forming. There is the whiteness of the boning was not appearing at all, because I folded it about 3 times after sewing. You can see I'm trying to repeat the process again. After folding your fabric 2.5, or making 2.5 of fold, which is 5 inches on fold, which will give you 2.5, or you can use 2 inches. So after that, on that folded, that rough side, you can see I went ahead to sew. After sewing, then this is what the me wrapping it up. You can see I've wrapped 1, 2, then this is the last one. You can see. So after this, now I was not seeing through. There is no way you are going to be seeing the color of your boning. Everything is secure, even though I'm using a transparent fabric. So I was able to achieve this. So you can also do the same thing on your any material, whether be it a satin or doll face or whatever. Okay, so this is it. You can see after wrapping it, you wrap it until the last part. That last part, are going to sew on it at the edge, one edge of your boning. That's where you're going to sew it, so that you can see. So after that, this is the result. This is what I have here. Okay guys, so now you can see, so I went ahead to mark my star lines. I've already marked all my star lines. So after covering up or wrapping up our boning, so the next thing is to place them on the main fabric. You can see I gave a little gap. You can see here there is no boning on top of, on above, so I'll just place it in the middle. So I'll just place them in the middle like this and sew. Sew, or following your star lines, make sure you sew it both sides, attach, then sew the other side too. So you can see the star line is what I'm following. So you can just make the placement any design you want. So just play around with the fabric, just place the boning any style you want. So after that, the next thing now is for us to sew our eyelet placard. So you can see, so this is it, 2 inches, but at the end of the day I went on to, you can see, reduce it to 1.5. You can use 1.5 or 2 inches, depending on how wide you want your placard to be. So this is the center back. What you're going to do, you're going to get your center back. Okay, just go ahead and get your center back, then you are going to place it in between. You're going to place it in the middle. You can see that line, that middle line, that is where you're going to place it. So here you can fold this part like so. You can fold it. If you have already secured the upper part, maybe you are done with the sewing, you have done your neckline, but I want to pipe all round. I want to pipe my neckline with I want to, with a bias, I want to pipe both the upper side and the downside. You can see the way I placed my boning. So I decided to turn it the other side so that it will be easy for me to sew. So here, all you need to do is to just go ahead and place it in the middle. You can see the way I placed my fabric in the middle of that placard. Then also attach your boning. Right, you're going to be sewing right inside the middle line with your back pattern below, while the boning is on top of it. I hope this is clear. You can see I'm trying to check very well if I'm on the right track. So I realize that I've diverted from the center line. You can see your ironing will indicate your center line, so I decided to correct it. Then after that, I went ahead to continue my sewing. So you're going to sew it all right. So when you get here, you're going to cut it out. You can first of all measure all these things out before sewing, or you can just sew it. When you get to the damp part, go ahead and cut it out. So you're going to sew the other part Remember, this is the middle. You're going to sew the other side of the boning for it to properly secured. Okay, so after sewing now, the next thing is for you're going to leave a little space, like maybe half an inch space, before placing the other boning. You can see the way I left a little bit space. You can decide to close all, but I don't want where I'm going to attach my eyelets, I don't want it to have boning. I don't want it to be difficult. You can go ahead and add boning, but I left a little bit of allowance, like half an inch in between. So that half an inch, that is where I'm going to be inserting my eyelet. Okay, so after that, the next thing is to sew the other side of the boning to secure it down. So you can see, so we are done. Remember, like I said, you can decide to fold the edge, the upper part and the down part, but the reason why I did not fold it because I want to pipe it. I want to use a bias to pipe all around, but you can go ahead and okay, so let's continue. You can see I'm done. I'll just go ahead and fold it and sew. Remember, this is the front part, this is the right part. Now I'm sewing on the right part, so make sure both the down one and the upper one, they are all aligned properly, so that you will not be sewing a different thing. At the end of the day, you realize that the down part did not sew, so I try to make sure everything aligned. So you can see, so after sewing it, now the next thing, now you can see this front part is just plain, while this back have a lot of beautiful design lines. So what you are going to do, you just go ahead and follow turn it on the other side, on that part where there is a lot of sewings going on. You're going to turn it and then duplicate. After sewing it, then you are going to duplicate all the lines to appear on this plain part. I hope this is clear. So here you can see all these beautiful design lines. So I'll just go ahead and sew on them so that it will appear on the other side, giving it the same beautiful lines. So just go ahead and sew. I'm sewing it, following the lines I've sewn before. So after this, now I'll just do is in form of duplicating all the lines I made to appear on the other side. Okay, on the right side. Remember, this is the wrong side. So this is it. So I'm going to duplicate all the lines. As I was saying earlier, the upper part, you can actually decide to fold it before you can sew in your placket. Maybe you must have finished sewing or piping, turning it, or you can see, okay guys, so this is it. You can see both the front and back, they all beautiful, they have these beautiful lines. So that is it. That is the essence of duplicating the line or sewing it. You can see. So now the next thing is the boning placement. You are going to still follow the same placement or the same design lines were marked on the pattern paper. So I'll just follow the lines and place my boning and sew them. So like I was saying earlier on, you can see the upper part and the lower part of my transparent corset. They have not really sewed them. You can see the way they are raw. I've not secured them. So that's what I said. So I want to use a bias strip to bias or finish the edges. So that is why you can see that place, the upper part have not been secured. That's why I've not secured it. Okay, because I want to use after everything. So I want to use it. You can see here I'm done with the sewing. This is how it looks like. The other placement I was trying to, okay, this is the other one. So you can see here, this is the second part of the back bodies. I'm trying to repeat the same thing like I said earlier. You can go ahead and finish if you have already finished sewing your back pattern, like turning it up with the lining or whatever you are using to turn it or to finish the upper part. In my case, I want to use a bias strip to sew it all right, to pipe it round. So that was why I left it open. I did not fold it. You can see I sewed in the middle, directly on the line, on that middle line of that middle line. You're going to get it when you iron. Okay, so that's where you're going to get the middle line. So you can see after that, you go ahead again and sew on the other side of the boning to make it firm, to secure it on the fabric. Okay, so we're just actually repeating what we did earlier on. So guys, at this point, if you have not given this video a thumbs up, please don't forget, just hurry up right now and hit the thumbs up button. Okay, and subscribe if you have not subscribed. When you do subscribe, please endeavor to hit the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Okay, all right, and thank you guys to all my wonderful subscribers, to all my passers by. I really appreciate you guys. To all my returning subscribers, you are highly welcome. Okay, so you can see, so this is exactly what I did earlier on. I'm repeating it on the other side of the back bodice. Okay, so you can see here is plain. After that, I'm going to sew on those lines so that it will appear on the other side. Okay, the design lines. So that is what you see me doing right now. So I'm actually repeating everything I did. So just go ahead and sew on those lines. Okay, so at this point it will appear on the right side. Remember, where we are sewing now is the wrong side, or the inner part. So as you're sewing it now, it's going to appear on the right side. You can see we're done. So just go ahead and trim off the excess of the placard, the allowance I gave you to fold it in case, just in case if you are finished turning the neckline of your corset. So because I'm using a transparent corset and I wanted to use a bias stripe. So you can see here I'm done attaching the first bra cup. So this is it. So I went ahead to cover the bra cup with the main fabric. So this is the main fabric. So I went ahead to, you can just go ahead and after placing them like so, just go ahead and run a stitch all around to make them one, so that it will be one then before you attach. Okay, so this is it. Just go ahead and sew it all around, give it a thorough ironing, then sew it all round. You can see. So after sewing it all around to secure it to become one, before we now attach it on our bodies. Okay, like so. We're just going to attach it like so. You can decide to attach this one separately. After attaching it, then you go ahead and attach your lining. Okay, you can see, use your lining and cover it, or you can do both of them at once. Okay, but it will be a little bit difficult. It requires a lot of patience. Okay, sewing this transparent corset or any corset is not an easy joke, so you must have patience. You can see I did not finish this in one day. No, I was sewing and I left it to do a different project before I went back, or I came back to it. So like I was saying, so after that, for us to join the side, okay, so I'll be joining the back to the front side. I will join it. You can see the back now. Instead of joining the normal way we are joining it, making the rough edge to go at the wrong side. No, this time around I'm going to join it, making the rough edge to appear on the right side. This is the right side, you can see. So you can see this is the right side of the material, okay, of the corset. You can see the way I'm pinning it. I've pinned it, the rough edge facing in, coming out on the right face, because I'm going to use my boning to cover it. Okay, you can see the way I'm trying to demonstrate. I'm going to be using my boning to cover it. You can see the way I will use it to cover it. So after that, because if you sew it normal way, while the rough edge will go in on the inside the right on wrong side, you'll find out that it will be that it won't be neat, it won't have a neat finishing. So you can see here, I'll just go ahead and attach. I'll go ahead and attach it. So I've made them to become one, like I said earlier, the main bra cup and the one we use for the bust caging. Then this is the lining piece. Okay, like I said, you can go ahead and attach this first, like so before, or you can actually attach them together like this. You can see. So you place it, you're going to place it, making the main bodies to be in between. All right, so we're going to place it like this. And so it's not an easy thing. It was not easy. I think the easiest way is to just attach it separately. Okay, the bra cup, you attach it separately, then you go ahead and attach your lining. All right, so that's it. So that is what I'm trying to do. You can see the way I was struggling to sew this. It was not easy, okay, but I think the best, I was able to pull it through, or although, but it was not actually easy, I must confess. All right, so the easiest way is to just go ahead and attach your bra cup. After that, then you just use your lining to cover it. Just use your lining to cover it. So you can see here I'm done. So this is the final look, guys. So you can see, how the inside is. The only thing I'll do here is to cut my door face setting to do what, to cover up, or to secure the, you can see this the joining part, like I was saying, the side where I join both the back and front. You can see how neat it is. So this is the reason why I turn into the right face. I sew it to the right face. Then after all, I went ahead to use my boning to cover it. So guys, I will just go ahead and secure this upper part. After that, then I'll input my eyelet. Then our transparent corset is ready. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful tutorial, guys. I hope you find this video helpful. Okay, if you do, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, like, and share. So this is the final look, guys. So the next thing now, you can decide to use your lace placement to cover this up. Just use your lace to design it, or you can rock it like that as plain, but I'll be designing it or putting a lace placement on it. All right, thank you so much for watching. Bye.